y'all don't got to see my face. I'ma just talk. That's it. Y'all don't got to see my face. I'ma just talk. So, um, the evil ones is what I'm gonna name this life. The evil ones. The evil ones. What go on? What go on? Who's on this one? Who is on this one? So, I'm talking about the evil ones. Inside of us, inside of us, we have good and we have evil, okay? Inside of us, there is good and there is evil, okay? So, how do you know which one is good and which one is evil? How do you know when someone is good and when someone is evil? How do you know? Okay, so the ones who are, let's start with evil since I named the life evil ones. So the ones who are evil, okay, are the ones who feed that side of them the most. They feed the negative emotions the most. They feed the dark side. That's the side they feed the most. Because this is about energy, right? This is about energy. This life is about energy. Wherever your attention goes, energy flows. Wherever your attention goes, energy flows. Okay, so the side that you're paying attention to the most, the side that you are feeding the most, that's the side that will grow inside of you because you have everything existing inside of you. You have good, you have bad, you have evil, you have innocent, you have guilty, you have so many sides to you. There's infinite amount, right? So we just broke it down to good and evil. We just kind of, okay, let's summarize it into good and evil. But there's so many layers to you. And whichever side that you are feeding the most, that will be the type of person that you are. And like I said, the evil ones are the ones who feed this side of them the most. Okay? This is a side of them that they feed the most, the evil ones. This is how you know when someone is evil because you see them displaying evil behaviors. You see them in their lower emotions. You see them at their in their lowest vibration, in their lower vibration. You see these people, okay, in that frequency because these are the people, like I said, they're feeding that low emotions. That's how you could see it. You could see that they're angry all the time. You could see that they're frustrated all the time. You could see that they're jealous. You can see that they have pride. They have envy. You can see it based on how they move. That's their energy. So that would be considered the evil ones because it's low vibrational to feed a side of you that doesn't help you. As a matter of fact, this evil side of you, this dark side of you, through these low vibrational emotions, through these low vibrational emotions, that's the side of you that grows. Okay, so that what I was saying, I don't want to lose my train of thought. The evil ones, it's like I said, that's a side of you and that grows because you're using those low emotions. Okay, let me get back on track. Because you're using those negative low emotions. That's the side that you use a lot. And when you use these low emotions, these low vibrational emotions, it actually works against you. So as I was saying, I was asking, now why feed a side of you that actually makes it worse? Why feed the I'm talking about these emotions are already bad for you. These emotions are bad for you, right? So when you keep feeding it, it keeps getting worse and worse and worse and worse. And this Because, like the question goes again, the question is again, why would you feed a side of you, okay, that will grow? Why feed a side of you that goes against you? Why feed a side of you that will make you sick eventually? Why feed a side of you that will make you eventually? Why feed a side of you that will give you heart disease? Why feed a side of you that will do this? Right? So that's not a form of self love. If we keep feeding into these low vibrational emotions, anger is like drinking poison. These emotions are deadly. Come on now, they're deadly. These emotions are deadly. I'm not showing my face because I want you to be distracted. I don't want you to focus on the wrong thing. Okay? I don't want to focus on the wrong thing. So that's why I'm not showing my face right now. Because I know energy. I understand myself. Okay? So I know how people are, how people think, and what's quick to get their attention. Instead of focusing on what's really going to help them to grow, to elevate, they want to focus on somebody's face and what they look like and what they hear. Like your attention is in the wrong. It's in the wrong place. I mean, it's in the wrong place. Okay, they would be considered the evil ones too, because if someone is bringing the truth, okay, so why focus on what they got on, what they wear, where the location? Why focus on all of that? If someone is bringing the truth, why focus on the physical? They're not coming from the physical. These people are coming from the spiritual. We're coming from a side where there's no clothes. We're coming from a side where there's no such thing as, long hair, short hair, curly hair, pretty hair, dark skin, light skin. We're not coming from that physical place. We're not coming from a location. There's no country. There's no countries. We're not coming from that place. We're not coming from a place that has names and numbers. Right? So that's why I'm not gonna just let you just see stuff that's gonna distract you. Because I'm not coming from the physical. I'm coming from the non-physical. You know? That's where I'm coming from. So that's the side of me that I choose to to put my energy into. I choose to put my energy into the good side of me. Most of my energy. You know? I barely, because I barely give attention to what doesn't serve me. I barely give attention to it. The reason why is because it's going to grow. If I keep feeding this low negative emotion, this emotion is going to grow. So I choose, okay, to go against the evil ones. I said it, and it's the truth. I choose me. I choose to go against the evil ones. Okay, I'm just making sure that I still have Wi-Fi. Um, here we go. Where is it? So I choose to go against all that physical stuff and just judging somebody just because of their skin color, judging somebody just because of their race, judging somebody just because of their sexual orientation, like judging somebody just because of all this physical stuff, how much money they got in the bank, how much cars they own, how much house they have, like judging somebody based on their education. Like I choose to go against all of that bullshit because it's for me, for me. It's bullshit. Because how do you really know someone? How do you really know someone? I can't judge someone and I don't even really know them. I don't know you. How am I gonna say I know you just because you got money in the bank? Oh, okay, I'm gonna just treat you better than someone who has no money in the bank. Huh? I don't really know you though. Come on now. I don't really know you. So I'm not about to just judge you just because of this physical stuff, because that's not the place. I don't dwell there. I don't dwell in the physical. I barely dwell in the physical. I barely tap in here. Barely. I'm coming from the non physical. I'm coming from the spirit. Right? Because I know what's going to grow. I'm not, like I said, I'm not judging people on no physical. I don't judge on a physical level. I don't. I don't. I barely, like I said, because I'm here. You know, be in the world, but not of the world. Okay, I'm here. I'm in the world. And that's it. And that's it. That's all I got for you. I'm in the world. I'm not of the world. So I'm in here. So that's the percentage that I'm giving it. I'm in here. Okay? I'm in this world. But I'm not of the world. I'm not of the physical. I'm not taking on all of these physical burdens because it's a burden. It is. I'm not taking on all these physical burden because it is a burden. The physical, paying attention to all this physical, worrying and stressing about physical stuff, that's a burden to me. And what God said, what did Jesus say? Come on to me, those who are burdened and weary, and I shall give thee rest. Sounds like a burden to me. All this worrying about stressing about this bill and that bill and this food for tomorrow and and oh my, how am I gonna pay this bill next month? How am I gonna do this? And worry and stressing and causing stress and causing heart disease. And we got over 1 million people dying from heart disease every single year globally. So we're gonna be out here, okay, let me worry about bills. Let me worry about all of these things, these burdens. They're burdens. That's why people are dying, because they're carrying burdens. Why are people dying? Because they're carrying burdens. Somebody quote that, put that one up there. Why are people dying right now? Why are people creating heart disease? Why are people having heart disease and cancer and stroke? Why? Because they're carrying burdens. Burdens. They let stress take over. Stress kills, and that's true. This is scientifically, this is proven, y'all. Y'all can go look this up, Google it. Okay? I'm in this world, so I know some stuff, because I gotta be here. I'm here. I gotta want to trace. I'm here. So I'm gonna tell you. Google it. It says it right there. Shit. You got stress killing people. Stress kills. Stress kills. Okay? So I choose I choose because for life's sake. Oh, I choose for my life's sake. Quote that one. I'm about to listen. I'm replaying this one because this one right here, right here, right here. I choose for my life's sake to not take on burdens like stress, like worry, like fear, like anger. I choose for my life's sake not to take on those burdens because I know what it does to us. I know exactly what it's doing to our people. I know this. I'm studying this. I'm doing my research, y'all. It says study in the Bible. It says study to show thyself approved. Study to show thyself approved. I've been studying. And I know what stress and worry and fear and anger and envy and jealousy and pride and gluttonous. Huh. I know what these things do to us. I know. So I choose, like I said, for my life's sake, not to take on no stress. Because when I was stressed, I had high blood pressure. And high blood pressure leads to heart disease. You can look this up. I looked this up for myself because, this is something that I was dealing with, right? So I looked this up. I want to see exactly what this is. What is high blood pressure? What do you mean that I have high blood pressure? What are these numbers? What does these things even mean? So I looked it up and I saw the main culprit of high blood pressure. I saw the main culprit and it was stress, y'all. It was stress. And stress leads to heart disease. I looked this up. Stress leads to heart disease. So I choose for my life's sake. For my life's sake, I'm not choosing for anyone else. I'm choosing for my life's sake not to let stress take me out. I choose I choose peace. I choose love. I choose joy. I choose happiness. I choose, right? Not to let stress, anxiety, fear, worry, that should take me out because for my life's sake, I can develop heart disease. I can develop heart disease if I sit here and worry and live in fear and anger and jealous and just judging people for some physical shit. Like, how does that's not gonna make me happy? So I know that's gonna kill me. It's gonna lead to heart disease. My high blood pressure was gonna lead to heart disease. Yes, and I would have died because it's in my family. It's in my family. Heart disease is actually in my family, and that's another thing too. It says genetics is in there. You have to look this up for yourself. So when you know these things and stressful situations arises, you know, you just like you gotta sit back, chill. You can't be out here stressing. Like you just gotta chill. You know, worrying is not gonna help. Is not gonna make the problem go away. So why am I gonna be out here worrying, fearful, stressed for what? What would be the purpose? Like, right? How is this emotion serving me? I gotta really be on the outside looking in because I'm in the world, but I'm not of the world. So I can be on the outside, which is not physical. I'm coming from the non-physical realm, and I'm looking at the situation like, does this situation deserve an emotional response right now? Does this situation deserve a low form of energy right now? Should I lower my vibration to deal with this situation? Like, how? It doesn't serve me. So is it going to serve me if I continue to live in stress and worry, right? Is it gonna serve me? And now we got scientifically proven, medically. Now this is all recorded. This is all recorded that these low emotions they can cause these negative emotions can cause ulcers too. Now ulcers, y'all can look at up too. Ulcers. You know what I mean? It can cause cancer. Just you being a negative person all the time because it eats you up, honey. Negativity eats you up, and that's So these are what I'm coming. This is what was on my heart to say. And I hope that someone do get this, because it's a wreck out here. It is a wreck out here, and if you're not in alignment with the nothing, with the universe, if you're not in alignment with peace, if you're not in alignment with God right now, then you're susceptible to anything that comes outside of the true alignment with God, with the universe. You're susceptible to anything, diseases, for real. So the whole this is just to tell you that it's time for you to get in line. It's time for you not to get in line, because get in line sounds like a whole, like I'm trying to, what you call that? I'm trying to, what you would say, if I say get in line, that would mean trying to say, coming to like an aggressive, not an aggressive way, but like me trying to tell you what to do, like being all, authoritative, like boss over you, like, trying to give me that power over you. But I'm not trying to be powerful over you. I'm not trying to do that. Okay? The power would be for you, for us to be on the same, frequency, the same alignment, but not me, oh, let me just tell you what to do. No, not get in line, get aligned. Let's say that exactly. I'm not going to tell you, oh, get in line, get in line. It's like, oh, are we in the Navy or something? Are we in the Army? What's going on? No, we can just say, get aligned. Yes. Get aligned. Just get aligned. Align yourself with what's gonna help you, what's gonna fuel your growth, what's gonna fuel the side that you wanna live on, that you wanna live by. Me, like I said, I'm not choosing for nobody. I just chose for myself to live a more positive life. Yep, that's what I choose. So yes, let me go on and continue to live on the positive side so I can continue to live longer because I'm not trying to die from heart disease. And that's just from, like I said, a choice is just for me. Okay. I hope you got the message. Yes. Peace. What was that? God, I can't even. That's it.